In this video, we're going to look at the very basics of Photoshop. Photoshop can be intimidating because it is a huge and powerful program, and a lot of people don't get into it simply because they don't know where to start. We are starting at the very beginning, and we're going to go step by step into some more advanced and complicated features in Photoshop. But the first thing you need to know is how to open a picture and how to save a picture. And so we're going to focus on that. I'll actually throw in a little bonus. We're going to crop a picture as well. But open, save, crop. And so the first thing we need to do is open a picture, go to File, go to Open. And there's easier ways and shortcuts to do all of this stuff, but let's leave that for when you're more advanced. We're going to go down, and I'm just on my desktop. I put a picture on there that I wanted to use. Click Open. There's my picture. It's got some junk at the bottom I want to get rid of, and so I am going to crop this. I hold down the mouse, I drag it out, and notice no matter where I move this, it keeps it the same dimensions. It might get bigger or smaller, but the ratio between the side and the top is the same, so it's that same square. If that's not really what I wanted to do, I'm kind of stuck. I right-clicked on the picture to get this menu up, and I cancel. If I go up here and I clear this, all these numbers go away and I can do whatever I want. Right now the resolution is 300. That is good for printing. And so let's not get into that too much right now, but that's a good number to print with, 300. Height is 8 inches, width is 10 inches. If I wanted to switch those, I just hit the arrows in between and it reverses them. If I wanted different dimensions, like I'm doing a 5x7, I can change it right here. Do the same thing, I can switch them back and forth. But in this case, I'm going to clear it because I don't want to be restricted to just the dimensions that they want me to have. And so I cleared it. I can do whatever I want now. Double click on this and it cropped it. I'm done. I can go up to File, save this, so I'm going to go to Save As. If I just went to Save, it's going to automatically quickly save it, and that's okay, but I want you to understand what's happening, so we're going to go to Save As. The box pops up, gives me options as to where I'm going to save it. In this case, we have the desktop. That's where I'm putting it. The name is up here. .jpeg is right there. And here's where you change the file format. A JPEG is the standard image that most people with their home camera, that's what it's going to take it in. And so you can leave it as a JPEG, and that's fine. If you're making a picture in Photoshop and you're working on a project and you have a whole bunch of layers over here, which we'll talk about later, and masks and adjustments and channels and all sorts of things going on, you're not going to want to save it as a JPEG because you'll lose all of those things. If you're done, fine, go ahead with JPEG. If you're not done, save it as a Photoshop document. Photoshop will save and retain all those layers and all those things that you're doing, and you can continue to work on it later. We're done. And so I'm just going to keep it as a JPEG, and that's it. Okay? When I'm done, I click Save, and I've just opened, saved, and